Hello, everybody. Welcome to the YouTube Real Estate Video Geeks YouTube channel. We just started this, and Joe Eves ran a little behind, so it's just me giving channel reviews. We're gonna just go through everybody's channel. We actually had 8 requests, which I was highly impressed with. Thank you so much for wanting to do this. I don't know if anybody's actually watching live, so I'm probably gonna be doing this, winging this by myself, but just fine. Totally fine. If you're here, just say hello and we can have a little conversation about the YouTubes. So we actually had right away, like as soon as I put the post out, we had Jordan Bellinger. And Jordan, I have to tell you, my last name, my married name before I was married, was Mellinger with an M, Mellinger. So I was like, oh, I wonder if he's got some German background going on. So, all right, you were the first to go ahead and do this. Oh, hi, Chris. Hey, there, Karen. There you are. I always want to call Karen Carolyn for some reason. Every single time I'm like, Carolyn. She says, it's Karen. It's like, I don't know why I do that. All right, so Jordan Bellinger. All right, I'm going to put him on the screen in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail here. Here we go. We're going to share it. It's because of the C. I don't know. But you would think Karen would be a I don't know. Karens are K's, I always think. I don't know why. I guess that maybe that's it. You're right. All right, Jordan, off the top here, whenever you're doing your channel banner, you have your name, but there's no value proposition in your cover picture right here, your banner. There's no reason for the audience to want to watch you. You're not giving them anything to want to watch your channel. There's no value proposition. So an example of a value proposition would be like care, like you're in Texas, so I'd be like caring about the Texas real estate agent, or caring about the Texas real estate market, something like that. Something. Let's just get better than that. You can just brainstorm some ideas that would give it more of a reason for them to want to watch your channel. Second thing is, know that when someone is looking at a YouTube channel on their cell phone, this part of your name would be cut off. So you're only going to be seeing like part of you'll see your whole entire face, but your last name would be cut off because of the way that you would see it on mobile. So if you pull it up your channel on your mobile device, it's going to be cut off. All right, let's scroll down a little bit. Let's look at your most recent videos and your thumbnails. Okay, so when it comes to thumbnails, many of you in the chat probably could give your 2 cents about this. There isn't much reason for anybody to want to click on it. It's very almost like a cover letter. You're using the same exact thumbnail every single time. So unless somebody was actually reading the words May, April, March on that, they wouldn't even know it's a different video than they had seen in previous times. I'm assuming, and you can let me know if this is true or not. I'm assuming you're probably adding this to a drip mail campaign. And if that's the case, then that's fine. But if you're trying to build a YouTube channel with building a new audience and gaining new clients from YouTube, I would suggest looking at other channels that do these market updates and making thumbnails more in line with that. If you notice, you'll notice on many channels when it comes to thumbnails and market updates, they have lots of fire, lots of for sale signs, lots of houses. So, just think along those lines. But I can see that you do know how to make a custom thumbnail. So I would suggest making more of those. Matter of fact, this one right here was actually a pretty decent one where you're showing kind of like the the market in the background with some arrows and stuff, that could be more something to look into. Give a little bit more. See, look right here. You know how to make those custom thumbnails. Go back to that. Go back to that. So, all right, Jordan, that's what I got for you. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Anybody that's in the chat, what do you think? Do you want to add something for Jordan? And then I'll read your comments and put them on the screen. If you want to give your opinion about Jordan's channel, that would be awesome. Awesome. You can do that while I'm looking up the next person, because I want to go in order of people that signed up and be fair. I was supposed to get some help, so I'm gonna give Joe some slack, but all right, so the next one's Karen. Karen, I already know this one. Karen, there we are. Look at you. You're already in my search history. Living in Maryland with Karen Gardner. Look at you. Find your way home. See, look, there's a value proposition right there, right on the cover. Find your way home. Makes total sense. Nice imagery. Let me look on a mobile device. Does your email get cut off from there, Karen? Karen Gardner. I'm looking on YouTube on my cell phone, because I want to see if it gets cut off. Here we go. Nope, it doesn't. You got it. It looked like it might get cut off by the location. Maybe just scooch it over a little bit more to the right, but nah, I mean, it's not that important. Okay, one thing I will tell you, that over here on the right-hand side, you have people going to your blog, a website, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Now, you're having them go to all these different sites. If it was me, I would tell you to have it go to only one site. You want to capture them as a lead or capture them as a client. So to me, I would just have it as a landing page, just a landing page. I wouldn't have all these other sites on here unless you're extremely active on those sites. I mean, are you very active on Instagram? Are you super active on Facebook and LinkedIn? I'm not on me personally. So the only place I send them to is to my website. That's it. Because I just want them to fill out the referral form. That's the only thing I want them to do. Like, I don't care if you like my post on Facebook, I don't care if you follow me on Instagram, but I sure as heck want you to fill out that referral form. So just think about doing that. You don't need the subscribe button here. That's not necessary, since the subscribe button is right below here. And everybody at this point on YouTube, it's not a new platform anymore. So there's no reason to this little thing makes it even indicate like they would want to push right there, but really you want them to subscribe down here. So I'd take that off. That's just me personally. That's up to you though. Oh, Kadoke, let me see. Let's see. Karen said about you're 100% right about his banner. This was about Mr. Bellinger earlier. He said his name will be cut off. Yep. Okay. Karen's in the chat. Good point. Okay, here we go. Karen has upped her game on her thumbnails. Big time. Let's go all the way back when she first started. Let's go several back. Have you been updating these? These are looking good. Yeah. This was like, you were just starting to get good right here. You've always tried though. I can honestly say, even from the very beginning, you always made a really good effort on making a good custom thumbnail. Not everybody can say that. I think, I don't know what your CTR on these. I would want to see something a little bit more simple, because you got a lot of stuff going on. Like to me, I always say like 3 images. Like even this one right here, the arrow's going right over your forehead. If it was me, I would have had that arrow going back. I'm being nitpicky, by the way. Your thumbnails are fine. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna nitpick, I would put that arrow like more behind your head. I would have put a drop shadow on that 8.4 because, red is really hard for people to read. So you add that just a little drop shadow. It adds a lot more. And maybe make even that Zillow a little bit bigger because, to read that on a mobile device would be kind of difficult. But, I mean, it's still a good thumbnail. Yeah, you're doing great. Let's look at your about section. What do you got on your about section? Yeah, you made it very simple. Very simple, which is good. Either they can email you, they can text you, and then you could see your website. If it was me, and this is entirely up to you, I would just, again, make this extremely simple. I would have my my direct phone number, I'd have my email, and then I'd have a link directly to the landing page I wanted them to fall on. So they didn't get off course. I want to make sure they're doing what I need them to do, which is I want them to fill out that referral form. So if that's my main goal, that's what I would put there. Anything to, like, I don't know if your goal is for them to read your blog, but if it was me, I would want to capture them as a client. So that's pretty good. Let's see. Are you doing shorts? I tried I haven't tried them yet. One thing I wanted to let you know, if you're going to do live streams, you can turn your live streams into podcasts now. There is a tab in your YouTube studio that allows for you to change any playlist to a podcast. I have I make 2 playlists now. So one of them says live streams, and then I have one that's strictly podcasts. I also take that podcast and I strip out the audio and turn it into a podcast. So it's on Spotify, it's on Apple Podcasts, whatever those are. I don't know what they call those, but I have them in all those locations. So that way I can reach a whole new audience. I'm kind of shocked on how many people actually listen to that garbage in my feed. I was like, oh my God, people actually listen to this. But I started that in January, and I have consistently 50 people that listen to it afterwards. Is that great numbers? Heck no. But I just started that in December. It's better than nothing. And I have had a couple people fill out a referral form from that podcast. So just something to think about. So, all right, let's see your playlists. You got lots of playlists here. Look at you. Good job. Some people don't know to make their content into playlists, so it's good. You making any community posts? Look at you. Man, you are on it. I should do this too, but you want to make some more polls in your community list and in your community page. People love polls, and it will bring traffic to your channel. I need to do it too. So I need to do it too. You don't have any featured channels. This is just for everybody in the audience. If you actually have 2 channels, this is where you would put your featured channels. So if you had a channel that was just strictly like walkthrough tours, you would put that here. Or you had another channel that was like just community type posts, you could put that there. Just that's what you would put there, just to let you know. Okay. So that's Karen Gardner. Karen. All right, who's next? Let's see. We've got, Sarah. Storms are brewing in her eyes. Sarah Mallow. I can't even pronounce her last name. Hold on. Oh no. It's Malawaski. Oh, here we go. Oh man, can you believe that? That's actually not bad. That is not bad. I'm pretty proud of myself. All right, we're right here on Sarah. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. No problem. Oh, look, Trevor Smith is in the building. Hello, Trevor. All right, there we are. We are moving to Georgia, helping you move to Georgia. Key Point Homes Group. hello@keypoints.com. All right, Sarah's got her call to action, or her value proposition, I should say, right here, right in the center. Lets people know exactly what her channel's about. She's helping people move to Georgia. Good job. Good job. I love the banner. It has nice colors. Again, I'm going to tell you the same thing that I told Karen. Unless you are promoting your Facebook, your and Instagram, there's no reason for you to have your YouTube here, because your YouTube channel is what they're on. So you don't need this little tab for your YouTube. I would take that one off. I would, if it was me, I would just have it for your website, unless you're extremely active and have an engaging audience on these other platforms like Instagram and Facebook. I would take them off. I mean, if you're going to take them off platform, take them off platform for them to do something for you, instead of just, just to let them know that you have social media sites. I would want them to have a reason to click off your YouTube channel. And you want it to be a very good reason. Okie dokie. Sarah's had some consultations with me in the past. So she's upped her game quite a bit. All right. We got Beaufort versus Gainesville. Where should you live? What you need to know before you move to Georgia. Top 5 suburbs in North Georgia. Best burbs. I don't know what you're pointing at here. If it was me, I'd change this image. I would have more of like a, like, yay, like, ta-da, but I don't know what you're pointing at. And it almost looks like you're about to like take some dust speckles off the lens right there. Like, whoops, hold on. I don't know. And I like your teeth. I like seeing your teeth. So I'd have a more smiley, just a different image on this particular one, even though it did well. So maybe there's no teeth. There's something to that. But that's just me. All your shirts are perfectly colorful. Love it. You have great thumbnails. These are good. Very good. But that's because, she's gotten so much better over the years. Very good. Let's look at your about section here. So again, with the links, I love the fact that you made it very simple here to reach out to the team with a phone number and an email. Very good. But these links here, I would just have it to your website and a landing page. You don't need them to do these other things. So I would take these off and add just the website. If you have if you want to do your website and then get a referral, or website and book a Zoom call with me kind of thing, so that way they land on one of those 2 landing pages, I think that would be better for conversion. I'd also do that in your about section, in your descriptions of your videos. Just FYI. But Sarah, you're doing a lot of good things. Very proud of you. Very proud of you. Good job. Oh, look, it's Joe Eves.
Hey.
Nice of you to freaking show up.
I was doing real estate. What can I say?
Oh
my gosh. Well, it looks like you've done a great job, so I can go ahead and just leave now. I showed my face, and that's about it.
No. I'm like turning one way because I don't have everything. So Sarah's done. So who's the next person? Do you know?
Well, I can pull it up.
That would be fantastic. Thank you, friend.
Yeah. All right. Hold on 1 second.
Trevor says hi.
What's up, Trevor?
All right, here we go. We've got the next one is Danny V. Danny V. Oh, he's the one from England.
Yes, he's in our course.
Yes, he is in our course. All right, I'm going to unshare this. Remove, because Sarah's doing amazing. I'm so used to going on these things and just having a lot to say, but some of these people have been through some training, and you could tell.
Right. Well, and that's the thing though, but even though they've been through some training in that, there's always like a little bit of information that you can share that they
Absolutely.
may have skipped, you know?
Absolutely. It's always little things, always little tweaks over time.
All right. Do you have the next one, or you need me to find it still?
I don't know his channel. I don't have the link.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting it. It sent me a text and I had to re-register. So who did you do so far? Sarah?
I need Danny V. Yeah, I did Sarah. I need Danny V.
Danny V. Okay, here we go.
I feel like you were drinking at lunch.
You know, I sometimes feel like I am too, even though I don't drink. I felt like it.
I know.
I'm going to put it in the chat here.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. You know, you can share.
Listen, I'm not a StreamYard junkie like you, so I'm going to get it all figured out eventually. It took me long enough to figure out how to get my DSLR to work with my MacBook.
All right. I'm going to get it.
Did you get it?
Link. Yeah, it's me. I had put the wrong thing.
All right. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Oh, don't you throw me under the bus, my friend.
I can't. You've been doing this for 20 minutes by yourself. So if anything, I owe you a bunch more now.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going to do a screen share of Danny. Here we are. He is a student currently.
Yes.
Yep. So sharing London property and lifestyle tips. Hey, can you pull this up on your phone? I want to know if it actually fits because it looks kind of like it's off center, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Danny, I'm actually doing it on my end. Let's see. London. Realtor. There we are. No, it actually fits perfectly.
Yeah.
It fits perfectly. Look at you, Danny. Good call. Good value proposition. He is going to be changing his focus a little bit in the future. So you may want to change that value proposition in the future as well. You got a lot of words going on in these thumbnails. Holy moly. Do you see this?
Yeah, I think that's, but I mean, he's in the course. I think aren't we doing thumbnails right now in the course?
Yeah, we are in thumbnails right now.
But I think he's a little bit behind. I think he's a week or two behind. So
yeah, I talked to him today. He's going to get caught up.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously thumbnails, descriptions.
These titles are kind of
the other thing. I mean, the other thing too is you look at the play time on these. They're 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So
you know, his analytics are going to be completely different though. We got to remember because he's in the UK.
Yeah. Well, I guess who it is. Do we have any other channels that when in the group, has he shared some of the stuff?
No, because he's behind.
Oh,
he is behind. Yeah. So, yeah, I would like him to test some thumbnails that are more in line with what we know works.
Yeah.
Just test it. Because to me, this seems very wordy.
Yeah. And it could be, I mean, but maybe the UK is different, you know, because there are different places that have it, but it definitely covers a lot of the thumbnail rather than, you know, like what we talk about is telling the story and you know what the video is about just by looking at the thumbnail and reading that description.
But
a lot of these are like the description and the thumbnail, the words are on the description are the same. Yeah.
Yeah. And these titles read like stereo instructions.
Yeah.
You know, they're not very compelling.
Yeah, they make it to where you're not compelling.
It's not clickable.
You're not invited to learn more. It's more of like, okay, I'm searching for that. But again, is his demographic, I think and maybe he's changing it a little bit, but it was investors in the UK. Is that not what he's doing now?
It's still investors, but like he attracts a lot of investors, foreign investors.
Yeah.
And they're all over the place. They're not just from one specific country.
Does he have playlists, or is it just videos? Did he actually set up playlists?
Yeah, he has some playlists. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get him on track.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him on track. But yeah, his title strategy needs to be worked on, because it's just not there's nothing exciting about it.
Yeah, it's just information based.
I want to know what his most popular video is. A year ago, 20,000.
Yeah, area guide.
Yep. Yeah, I think we can do better.
A lot better, yeah.
Yep. All right, we're working with you. Let's look at his about section, because this is one of those things. I would have something here, just some kind of call to action. Look, this was smart though. Look, relocation guide.
Yep.
That was smart, but I would take off the Facebook and Instagram. I would have it to your website or some kind of like form that they.
Does that go to his relocation guide? Maybe it's a relocation guide that he made on his own website.
He did. That's what I said. I like that. Yeah, it's his.
That's great.
Yeah, that was smart. Let me. I'll share that page with you.
Does he have like book a call or anything on there as well, or is it just the relocation guide?
Well, let me get it. Share screen. Okay, so as soon as you open this up, it has this email, right?
Yep.
And then if I'm to click off of it, get your free guide, full name and email. I'm not a robot. There he is.
Kind of showing the area around.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would simplify this.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot going on, and really from YouTube too, it really should be more of a squeeze page or a landing page with just an email and a name.
And a phone number.
And a phone number. Yeah.
Just a phone number.
Just basically so that they can get there quickly. And not that you couldn't have other links and stuff down below, but realistically, they should have like him, a little teeny form, and then as soon as they submit it, they could download the area guide if they want. But again, it's just you have to scroll down even to see where to put your information. Like that should be the first thing that you see.
Well, it has a pop-up that pretty much does the same thing. Like as soon as you open it up, it's a pop-up. I'll do it again.
I saw it, but that was for the relocation guide, right?
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
So yeah, but I mean, at least he has something, and that is actually, especially people that are relocating out of there, that is a huge thing. A lot of people want information, about the area, especially if they're not familiar with like that country or, with that area. Cause I think he's had a lot of people that are moving, but if he's working with, so like if his audience is going to be investors, they're not necessarily going to be relocating. So it probably,
well, they do. That you're wrong.
I thought that he said that he was helping them buy investment properties, but they weren't living.
Some of them are relocating there. He's made a business out of it. No. See, that's how I spoke to him today. Well, because he does, he can't make the call because he's in London.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm like, if he's doing that, then it's a different audience for what he's offering. But I didn't realize that they were actually moving there. I thought that they were just buying it as an investment property.
Right. Some of them are.
So he has kind of two different niches that he's trying to work with,
but they're always foreign investors. That's his avatar.
That's his main thing.
Yeah. Are we gonna move to the next one? Because we got.
Let's go.
You tell me who the next. Do you want me to tell you who the next one is?
Yeah, tell me, and I will have it ready for you.
It is Paul. Paul is the next one.
All right, Paul. All righty. And let's put.
Da, na, 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 na.
Do you want me just to put it in that same spot, the chat there?
Sure.
Well, I did. So.
Okay. All right. Copy link address. And we're going to put it right here. Paste. Here we go. Paul. Here we are, luxury living in Chicago. Everything you want to know about luxury living in Chicago. New video every week. All right, first things first. You have a photograph that you probably took with your cell phone, and it cut off a portion of your hand, and it cut off your shoulder. You want to have an image of yourself, and you look teeny, tiny. You look little in there. Let's make that picture bigger. You know, let's fill up that screen where they can see your face, your eyes, you know, the whole 9 yards. Yeah, I just, if you can't find an image, I would actually just take this off completely. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree. I was just going to say, it doesn't necessarily have to have an image there of him. He could just have it down on his profile, and it just doesn't look very finished. It just looks like, oh, I cropped it and then I just uploaded something that's there. It also, the words are touching his head, which is a little annoying.
Yeah, I just take his image off.
Yeah,
there's no reason for it.
Yeah, I don't see unless he were to bring it up bigger and shift it over a little bit. It's just really small.
But you'd still cut off his hand. Half of his hand's missing.
No, I'm saying redo it, and where you wouldn't even have, like, you'd just see his shoulders and it would just come down. And so you don't have like this. I don't know if is he trying to point or is he saying wait?
Yeah, I don't know. I say just take the picture off. And I would like pull this down more because you're seeing more water. You know, people know the skyline of Chicago. So I would take the like I'd pull this down so you could see more of the skyline of Chicago instead of the water. Because that could be any random buildings in the background. You know?
I concur.
I've talked to him before about this profile picture. Apparently this is some famous person that he doesn't work with them. He just happens to work with a lot of people that are celebrities or local celebrities or sports people. And apparently I'm not into sports. I have no idea who this is. So to me, I'm like, who's running the channel? Is this guy and this guy running the channel? If it was me on my profile picture, I would just have an image of myself. I wouldn't have it with a celebrity.
Yeah, I mean, not that he couldn't do some content with celebrities, but having an actual picture, plus then he would have a little bit more space or real estate on that profile because you could actually see him better because he's almost off to the side a little bit, and it is a little confusing. Is it a team or is it him and he's with someone famous? So
I didn't even notice this until Trevor said. Everything is spelled wrong. I didn't even notice it.
Trevor, kudos to you, man. I wouldn't have figured that out.
Yeah, that was good.
At spelling. But if you have that might. Oh, it's missing the H. Okay, good.
If you want to be really super nitpicky, it says everything. Well, this is spelled wrong. You want to know, which is all lowercase here. These two are lowercase. So if you want
the same, yeah. I mean, if you were going to do it, either uppercase, either the beginning of each letter, or don't. I think it looks better when you have an uppercase of each letter in the beginning. Correct. I agree. But not. Yeah, it's just no consistency.
I concur. All right, let's go to the videos. Let's go. All right, what do you want to say first?
So thumbnails, I don't really know the Wilmettes or whatever that, like, I don't know what it means. It says 4 neighborhoods. It says living in there, but like it's not compelling again. And then the thumbnail, I don't know.
It's not telling you a story.
I don't know anything. Yeah. I don't know what I'm getting ready to watch.
Now I know that there's a trend with a few guys that kind of walk around with a selfie stick and just talk into the camera, and they get away with that. You've tested it. It doesn't look like it's getting you a ton of views. I would try to go back to more finished. But you know what though? Let me just say this. So he has these. These ones are
They're getting more views than his other thumbnails.
Yeah, his newer thumbnails are getting more views than the older thumbnails. So maybe just okay. So instead of that, why don't you think about their background a little bit more? If you're going to use these kind of thumbnails, just instead of using a screen grab from the video itself, actually pose for a photo in the location that you're walking. So it is a little bit clearer what they're seeing. But yeah, that'd be a great test. That'd be a great test.
I think if he is going to do that, I agree 100% to actually pose, design the thumbnail with, if you're going to have the area in there, and then I would test like different sides and have, if you're going to have some text in there, maybe not talk about the city or whatever, but have something else like you've got to see this, or some other type of you won't believe, something that's going to get your attention more than for neighborhood. And it's cut off with the runtime of the video there. So I don't even, is it neighborhood, like designing that thumbnail in mind with, that element there. But I definitely think he's tried these other thumbnails and they don't look like they've gotten him any more views. They're kind of about
it. Actually,
they're
these
less.
Just simple video, these ones actually do better. Look, this one's got 443 and compared to all these other ones. I think he does better with just showing a normal, I would just do just
a higher quality copy.
Yeah.
Of like
just
thumbnail.
Right. You can do that with your phone. Just take it with your phone on the opposite. Don't go this way. Don't take it where you're seeing your face. Turn it around where you're looking at these cameras and it will do much better. Yeah. Like that's something to test. And this one had words on it, but this one down here did not. You had more of a, I don't know. It just has more of a story to it. To me, this looks like a neighborhood. Because you see the neighborhood and the trees and
his face also is kind of that,
kind of YouTuber face.
Yep.
So yeah, it seems to me that's because look, here he is just standing here, right? Screen grab. But then this one has a thumbnail.
Yeah, and the views are quite a bit
in comparison to the pits. Yeah. I say, and this is rare for me, I say start doing more simple thumbnails outside.
What's his top producing video? What's his most popular?
All right, let's look. 2 years ago, it's 6,900. He doesn't have a ton of data to go off of, to be honest.
Yeah.
But even this thumbnail, look, it's cut off his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. But like, look, his top performing ones, he's just standing outside. Yeah, people just want to see your little smiling face. They don't like these custom thumbnails. They're like, poo-poo on that, dude. Nope. Just get outside.
So right, is his more of like is it like he's walking the neighborhoods and talking about each one? Because it looks like
it looks like it, yeah.
So he's doing that, but then at the top, his channel, information is luxury living in Chicago. But then are these luxury, like, is this area luxury? Or is he just talking about every subdivision in that area?
Oh, it doesn't look like this one is behind a green screen. Let's look at this.
I would just be curious because that might be part of the, the issue is he's confusing, like who he's after.
Audience.
Yep. Who he's after.
That's very hard for people to get their head around. Like, so this one where he's walking around.
Yeah, so it's a tour.
And that's obviously a luxury neighborhood. I mean, right. Come on. That's Chicago. Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, and then you got so I mean that could be something that in a little bit more of a deeper dive of the channel is to see what the views he's getting when he does these neighborhood tours as opposed to when he's actually doing like a luxury tour.
So he just started this in 2020.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, he's nearly at 100,000 views for the channel. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so he's definitely on the right track. I think it's just more of I think it's more of just figuring out your thumbnail and your audience, who you're talking to, and not be because the channel is luxury living in Chicago. So in my mind, it would be like all of the content should be about those types of neighborhoods, those types, if they're condos, if they're single family homes, whatever it is.
This looks backwards to me. So it says description, and then it says this, then it says this. Like, nobody cares about this. This is, you want them to know what they're going to get from you, right? This would be the about section. You want to know what they're going to get from you and how to contact you. All this other stuff should be at the bottom.
Yeah.
You have it backwards. And then I would have some kind of link to a landing page.
Is there any links in there? It just has an email address.
Just an email address. No, nothing. That's what I do.
Yep.
All right, we got to get cruising on the next one because we got 15 minutes left, my friend.
All right. Well, let's get cracking. So the next one is, tell me the name and I'll give you the link.
Alexander.
All right, Alexander.
Trevor said he would just drop the whole top part and have it just say luxury living in Chicago.
That's not bad, actually.
Yeah. Simplify it.
Yep.
You're right. Trevor's so smart. That's why he's a moderator.
That's why he catches stuff that we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I sent that over to you, but I still would have the skyline, or, something that's more of that's
more screaming Chicago.
Yes.
Hold on. Copy link. I'm copying the link. Copy link address. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time. Let's try this again. Paste. Here we go. I can't even say this. What is it? Living in the Quad Cities.
Quad Cities.
Okay. New videos every week. I would just take that off. Like, they don't care. Like, the value proposition to them is to learn about living in the Quad Cities. So learn about living in the Quad Cities. That's it. That's what it should say.
Yeah.
I would move this EXP logo all the way to the left. Nobody cares that you work for EXP. And then this thing right here, the little arrow, and it goes to subscribe here, have the arrow going to your website. Everybody knows to subscribe at this point.
Yeah,
and your
I would actually remove
you don't really need the subscribers. You need people to call your phone.
Yep, you want views. I would same thing where it has subscribe. Like it seems like he's trying to get more, like, subscribers are more important, but really, like what Christina is saying is you want views, because the views, you're going to get calls. So if you're wanting leads, you'd rather get them to a landing page where they can book a call with you so that you can then talk about what they need. I would say that's one of the biggest actions in all of this is you can give great information, but if they have to search forever to find your information, you're going to lose out on a lot of opportunity for people because they're so quick to just go somewhere else if they're like, man, I don't know how to get a hold of this person.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is in Iowa. I did not know that. I thought the Quad Cities was in North Carolina, but that's the triad. I learned something today. Oh, you know what his thumbnails remind me of? The World According to Briggs. Have you ever seen that channel?
I have not.
Yeah, this is very similar, except for the World According to Briggs. I mean, it's like those skylines, that deep blues and greens, but it's he doesn't put his face on it. That would be the difference.
Got it.
So I would test without a face, just personally, just try it.
Yeah, especially where it's how old is the channel? How old is it?
Oh, let's see. He just literally put out a video 10 seconds ago. Look.
Yeah, I saw that 1 minute ago.
1 minute ago. We caught him right at that time. So he's new too. 2021 was 70,000 views to his channel. Great job.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So since it's so new, and maybe I would, like you're saying, I would test without your face on it, and then test with and see which is going to perform better. He may find that he's going to get more that, because he can use more of that thumbnail to add more information rather than putting in the face. I know a lot of people are so much about, well, I got to have my face on there so that they know who I am. Well, you're in the video. So, like it's really more about testing YouTube and testing it to see which, what your views like, what your ratio is. It looks to me like he's on every single thumbnail.
And he's gotten better because, like, look, this one has the words going over his face, like he learned that wasn't right,
Yeah.
I actually like this one where he's kind of like leaning off to the side. Like, yeah. I actually like this one. But the thing is that you're repeating the title in the thumbnail. Right. Don't stop doing that.
Yeah, it needs to be. I do like the verses right there.
That one's a good one too. Yeah.
I like that thumbnail. I think that's a good thumbnail.
I concur.
But if now again, I would test it with not having your face there and just have the verses in the middle and give you more of the skyline and the cornfield and just, make that a little bigger.
It's just worth a test.
Yeah, I think that's something that, definitely we could talk about a little bit. Is a lot of this stuff is testing and tweaking. So it's not like okay, when you put this out, if it bombs, there might be a reason why. And so a lot of people just go, well, I'm just going to do the next video and I'm going to grind and put the next video out. But if you're not going back and looking at your analytics, and if you're not going back and looking at what people like when it drops off and like what your click-through rate is. And I know a lot of this is newer, but he's got like 70,000 views. So he's got some data that he's
got some momentum going. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got some data that he can go in and look at that and then go, okay, what part of this is, where are people, am I getting any spikes in this? Am I losing it? And realistically, to me, I definitely think that a lot of people just get in a habit of like, well, I just need to make a thumbnail and I just need to put it up and don't put a lot of thought into it. His are obviously, he's put some thought into it, but I still think testing different thumbnail strategies to see if you get more views. The
titles too. Like this last one he just put out, living in Iowa / small town versus small town versus city ... which is better for you. Those are 3 separate titles.
Yeah.
And if you're looking, like if you're thinking, because that gives you SEO juice, actually it's probably working against you.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I think I think your titles could be a little bit more compelling. As compelling as the thumbnail is, live here, right? This is it's an eye-catching thumbnail, but the title is kind of like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, where you should live.
Yeah.
And he did this 7 days ago. Everybody knows we're in 2023.
Correct.
So we don't necessarily need to be putting 2023 in your description.
Right. Then in that title, I take it off just because of the fact that you want this content to live for a long time.
Yeah.
So
what happens next year?
What happens in December? No one's going to be looking at that because that's the year before. I want to know where do I need to move in 2024? So I would be like best places where you should live in Iowa, or places no one tells you to live in, the best places that no one tells you about in Iowa. Those are more compelling. All right. We're going to go to the about section. Then we got to get to the next person. Yeah, I think we already. Yeah. Oh, look, subscribe here. Take that off, but book a call. So smart. Look at that. I'm going to go ahead and share this tab. Look, it goes right to his landing page here.
Send me a message.
Yep.
I'd get rid of the map though, so it pushes everything
this
up.
This is one of those things that it was already designed by the company.
Oh.
So, it is what it is. It's not designed by him.
I still would try to get rid of it.
You can't. You can't. I mean, it's the company designs this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next person we have is who? We just did Alexander.
Alexander, yes.
So we have. Did we do Wendy? Wendy.
We are now to Wendy. Everybody knows it's Wendy. And windy as stormy as.
You're like cracking yourself up over there.
I am my biggest fan. Nobody makes me laugh as much as I do. Oh, and she's as cute as a button. All right, Wendy. Real estate channel. Real estate channel. Wendy Monday selling Nashville. I think we could do a better because the whole thing is that what are they getting from this channel? I would have a better value proposition than this. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, when you open up real estate channel selling Nashville, like it opens up, I mean, in real estate, there's so many different like things you can do in real estate. So what part of real estate is she focused on? Is she focused on developing? She focused on, luxury, new construction, like having a little bit better idea of your audience, of who you want. What is she mainly talking about? Does it say pros and cons? Inside?
It looks like she's doing a lot of like listing type videos.
Yeah, she's got some tours.
Gets some serious views on her tours.
Yeah. She, one thing I can see like that she has done on these is notice she's using the word inside.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we talk about that all the time.
So I mean, that is something that she's obviously looking at some of these other tours and realizing, hey, that's a trigger that are getting views.
If it seems to me that her channel is very clear on what it should be about. She does a lot of like spaghetti against the wall type of content. But to me, she is a channel about home tours.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
That's what her channel should be.
Yep. Listings and viewing
home tours. Yep.
So, I mean, that's great because you can get a lot of views from that, but then, and then pulling, another playlist where you can then feature not just listings, but actually talking about is she in luxury or is it just home tours in general? What do you see?
Like she's got like cottages and so
it's all over the place. It's not like it's very specific. It's just
no. I would just, if it was me, I would be a Tennessee home tour channel. I mean, is it Tennessee? Is she in Tennessee?
It's like Nashville.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd be like the Nashville, Tennessee real estate channel. That's it. Like a home tour channel, Nashville, Tennessee home tour channel. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I'd be doing. And then I would do your shorts on another channel. And if you wanted to do like more educational type stuff, I would move all this over to another channel and keep this specific channel just for home tours. That would be me.
I agree on that. I definitely agree on that. I think that if you're going to have, like, some people like to just watch home tours on the TV, put it on, make a big screen, and then while they're doing, making dinner, doing whatever, they've got it where they're watching these amazing houses. That's why most of the home tours, if you look at the videos on them, they're like an hour long. They're very long. Where if you're going to give information and do shorts and that kind of stuff, I definitely would move it to another channel and do more of the educational part of listings and educating people why it's important to use a realtor for your for the sale of your luxury property. If you're doing luxury, if it's new construction, whatever it is.
So she's had this channel since 2011. She has 225,000 views to her channel. I think that once you have separated these, you're going to see a better return on your investment of time.
Yeah, she does have the website, but it's not put in the website. It's in the description. She looks like she has a website down there too. Is it go to like book a call or anything, or is it just go to
no, it's website. Instagram and Facebook. I'd take this Instagram and Facebook off unless you're super active on these. Because, like, do you really need subscribers to your Instagram? Is that really that important? So the website takes you here, but it's no like call to action to do anything. They'd have to click another button to buy.
You want it to go directly to where they can book a call.
Just book a call. Yep. Instantly. So they have to go all the way down here. They have to keep scrolling down to go, let's connect.
Yep. That should be the first thing that they see.
Yep.
And Let's Connect that's not really like a call to action, like booking a call, like having the verbiage where you're creating that call to action to say, hey, I want to talk with you. You want to talk with me and learn more about this. That's part of this turning, these views into leads, is having a clear call to action to where when they get there, it's as easy and as streamlined as possible, because people are lazy. And so they want to do the easiest thing possible.
I agree. All right, let's move on to the next one. Who we got next?
All right. The next one is, well, tell me who it is and I'll pull it.
It is Chris. Chris sells Florida, I think it is. Chris.
Okay, let me look.
Oh, we know who this is.
Oh, it's Chris Thiel. Yeah, he's in our group. He's trying to make up for missing last week's call. That's cool.
Chris. Here we are. All right, I'm going to copy and paste this link. I'm going to throw it over here.
By the way, I'd like to say he is very talented at editing his videos.
He's smart and he's funny and all that stuff.
He's funny, smart, but very talented at editing. I loved his video that he submitted.
All right, I'm going to start and then you can jump in right afterwards because I cannot help myself. You got too much stuff on this freaking, this banner is there's so much on here and it's so unnecessary. Living in Florida, real estate and lifestyle. Leave it like that. Take off the new videos every week. Take off the subscribe. Take off the subscribe over here. Have it go to book a call with me. And then have it go to a website landing page. Take off the Facebook, take off the Instagram, and take off this YouTube thing immediately. Immediately. You're so cute. Just take off all this stuff. There's so much going on here. Too much. What do you have to say?
I agree. I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is all of those take you away from what you have people there for. Is if they're going to your Facebook now or going to your Instagram, those are, you're self-sabotaging. It's like putting an end card 10 seconds into your video and then telling people to go to another place when you just got them, you just captured them, and now you're sending them somewhere else. So
yeah,
I would say, and if he needs his logo there, obviously push the Remax logo. I do like the picture that he has. I don't necessarily like the whole outline, the white outline. I would get rid of that. I know that
was a thing though. That was a thing.
I know it was a thing, but I think that it's distracting, and I think it would look more crisp if he just used the picture and then it's just
a drop shadow,
a little drop shadow that's subtle.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like.
You're nitpicking though.
Because that's what I have to do, because he's done a pretty good job on everything else.
Yeah. Yep. All right, let's look at his videos here. Da-da-da. Oh my. All right, we're in the thumbnail part of our course right now, so we're going to be improving these exponentially.
Yeah, again, it's a typical thing where they're saying the same words in the thumbnail as they are in the description, instead of using the opportunity. Yeah, in the title, instead of using the thumbnail as an opportunity to grab their attention with something, and then give them that little bit of extra information in the title. Yeah,
and the outline thing is done. You can see this is videos over a year old. So
right.
He's just getting back in the game. So he's going to be improving this. I would like one of those things that since you are getting back in it, don't feel like you have to update these thumbnails. That's one of those things that people are like, oh man, I got to update all my thumbnails. No, you just move forward. Just move forward.
Move forward. Well, and the other thing is that the content, you know, he's obviously figured out who he wants to direct his niche to and his Frank. And so it makes things are going to be a lot more clear moving forward. So it doesn't really make sense to go back and change these thumbnails because the message isn't concise with what he'll be doing moving forward.
I actually remember this thumbnail. This is from a while ago. Let me look at his most popular. I think that was probably right up on there. Yep. Yep. Very nice. All right, let's look at his about section and then we'll wrap this up. He started in 2015. He's been inconsistent. He's already told us this because we know him. 70,000 views to the channel. Very good. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm an active real estate agent here in Treasure Coast, Florida. Follow me for the journey and give tips and tricks how to purchase your first home. I would say, you know, I would welcome them to the channel and then I would get into what you're going to do for them. Like they don't care who you are. Tell them what you're going to do for them. I'm going to be showing you on this channel the right ways to blah, 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 whatever your niche is. And then I would have your landing page as a link there and your contact information with your like your email and your contact office number. And again, I'm gonna just keep drilling this in everybody. Stop follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook, subscribe. No, just take them to a landing page.
Yeah, where does that go? Where does that go? Does that go to just his website or is it actually?
Yeah, it does take him to the website, but there's no squeeze page. This is just so you can look at his listings.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. No. But that's why we do these live streams, so it can help people out, you know?
Yeah. And I think that, you know, once you put that in there and the content's there, I think that people would be pretty surprised at how easy it is to get a lead from YouTube when you have some information out there and you have a clear call to action and a clear way for them to contact you or an easy way to contact you. It definitely makes a big difference, but it's one of those things that it's just a little teeny thing. But if you change just one little teeny thing, it can change you getting leads or not.
Yes, indeed. Well, look, Joe, this wrapped up our very first.
I know you did like 20 minutes of it by yourself. Good job.
I should leave you 20 minutes to do it right yourself.
Hey, I have all kinds of jokes that I can tell and all kinds of stuff that would bore people to death. But.
Don't let anybody fool you. Joe knows exactly what's going on in this world. So I can't help myself but plug our YouTube Video Geeks course. If you haven't joined yet and you want to be a part of the wait list, you're more than welcome to. There is a link in the description of this video. Just copy and paste that and put it in the search bar because they have not approved our channel just yet on YouTube. So we don't have highlighted links. I don't know if you know that.
We'll get there. We'll
get there.
The thing is, and I'd like to follow up with this, is that the reason that we're doing these is we really do care about the success of people, and we find a ton of joy in helping others. So it's not going to be one of those things where we're going to push our course super heavy or do anything to really just try to get in there. What we want to do is we want to see people that take the information that we teach. Even on these live streams, we're giving information that if you'll do these things, it will help your business. But like Christina says, the good stuff's in the course, but we just want you guys to have success. And the way that what motivates us is when people say, oh my gosh, look at this video. Look at the way that this spiked, where before I didn't even understand like what a hook was, or I didn't even understand like how to put this video together. Like that is way more fulfilling for both Christina and myself than to say, oh, how many people we have in our course.
I like when they say, I just got a call from that one live stream. I got, like that's the whole thing. We explain everything in the course, but I do like that giving back, you know. I do. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. And I personally, I'm a true believer that YouTube is the future. Video is the future of real estate. If you aren't doing this stuff, you're going to be left behind. And those that are doing it, you can do it. You can do it and figure it out, or you can do it. Just do it. Or you can do it and have people that are there to help you along the way and are truly interested in your success. Because that's what I really enjoy. And Christina knows so much about YouTube and what people are going to click on, what they aren't, all of that stuff. So like, it really is something that just we find a lot of joy in.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us. Yay. I hope you're watching this on the replay. Like, this is one of my favorite things to do at the end of the thing. Yay! Bye everybody. See you later.